What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Mack. Welcome back to the channel. You feel me? All right, look. So we got to talk about Boruto, chapter 57. Another one of our monthlies finally here. Let's get into it. All right, so right out the gate, Code finally get to where Elder is, right? So there's a lot of things that's already piquing my interest, but I'll wait till I get toward the end. So summarize it, long story short, they're having a conversation about how Boro disobeyed Jigen's orders when he was told to dispose of Elder, but he kept her. So she got two abilities, right? Come to find out. Her first ability is she has clairvoyance. She can see everything in the world that's happening in real time. And she can also see things in the past, but nothing older than her age. We didn't get her age, unfortunately. So we don't know how far she could go back. But clairvoyance, I mean everything. So as the world's turning right now, I would have the ability to see everything anywhere in real time. So if you were having a secret conversation in Spain, in real time, I could hear and see what you're saying. That's a really insane ability to have, right? So, of course, when he woke her up and he tried to, say hello, she blew right past him. So he tried to use one of his moves. But then we get into her second ability. Her second ability is she's able to steal people's hearts. Steal people's hearts. That's an ability. So when he did his move, he couldn't move because it was at that point where he became infatuated. So anyone that she meets, she steals their hearts. So they become infatuated with her, like heart fluttering, like in the words that they use, heart fluttering and all that. So then it jumps to all the Kages having a phone conference or a Zoom call. They're having a Zoom call and they're talking about what they're going to do as far as a plan and going over Amato's plan and finding Code and stopping him resurrecting the Ten Tails because that's his plan, and taking revenge on Naruto and things like that. So they come to kind of question if they could really trust Amato, and Naruto like, look, I don't trust him 100%, but everything up until this point, it's been good. He been good money. So Garo was like, I want to touch on the bigger issue here. And the bigger issue here is that Boruto becoming, an Otsutsuki. So he asks Naruto, I ain't going to be harsh. He's like, I don't mean to be harsh, but would you be able to take down your own son? What my dog Naruto do? I do what needs to be done as Hokage. No hesitation. It says, I'll do what need to be done, period. As Hokage, period. The man say he don't care. I'm not putting my kid over the village. Now, of course, they do expound on that, where they say, of course, he don't want to have to think about that, having to do that to his child. So he won't think about it until it come to that point, if it comes to that point. So then Amato gives him these pills that's supposed to supposedly suppress it. But a tidbit, here's a tidbit. Amato said he had a daughter. She died 12 years ago. We don't get nothing else. So wheels turning. But I'm gonna move on and I'm gonna touch on that while my wheels turning, right? So he don't want to give up on, son. The drug is crafted with the aim of weakening Byakugan's power. So of course he looking kind of weird, but Amato was trying X, Y, and Z. He went from A to Z, trying to figure out everything that he could do to make sure that he stopped Jigen, right? So he leave him the pills, Naruto dip, then it goes back to Ida talking to Code and those things. So of course she go in the bathroom, she come back, and then she explains her abilities. And then at that point, she starts to talk about it starts to dive into her personality. And she's just like super bored. You see everything that's going on in real time. She can't see the future. That's one of the things about her clairvoyance. She cannot see the future. She only can see things that happen in real time, so she know everything that's going on. So another tidbit that you get is that she saw Otsutsuki Ashiki die, of course, because even though she was in the thing sleep, she can still see it. So she already know what's going on. So of course she seen that Code got tasked with so many things. So then they touch on things, but then she also touches on talking about Amato, and essentially Code has a limiter on him. Amato is the only one that can unlock it. So that requires having his eyes and then voice recognition. So he thinking like, okay, I could just take his eyes out, but he like, no, his eye, he redid his eyes in scientific ninja tools. So he mentioned using transformation jutsu, and it was like, no, transformation jutsu can't replicate things that are complex like that. So either say, yeah, you know, he's a smart guy, but I'm gonna kill him the next time we meet. So I'm like, oh, so Code like, okay, you hate Amato? And she like, yeah, you know why? He like, because you remodeled your body. She was like, you half right. That's not the main reason. So he like, okay, so why? Like, why do you want to kill him? So, but before he got to ask, she was saying, do you like me? He like, yeah, I like you. I've been crazy about you since earlier, but then you got to remember the ability with being able to take people's hearts so they all feel that way. So then that turns around to her actual intent. And the reason why she wants to kill him is because of her ability to take people's hearts. And that's what Amato did to her. So she doesn't get a chance to know how love feels because she steals everyone's hearts. So, but it's a caveat. So, and that's both men and women. There's no discrimination of it. So with that being said, there's two exceptions. There's only two people's hearts that she can't steal: a blood relative and Atsuki. So those are the only people that she can't have them become infatuated with her. So that's when it gets back to me. So then you got Kawaki, right? Kawaki was a Atsuki, even though he was incomplete. He still, I guess, has traces of that. So she won't be able to steal Kawaki's heart. So boom, she wants him as a, how Code referenced him is like a shining prince, because she would be able to experience what it's like to love someone or have them love her because of her and not because of the ability. But then guess who else falls under that category? Boruto. Boruto falls under there too. So, but then one thing that she mentioned, she said, despite appearances, I'm monogamous. So she really want Kawaki. That's her goal. Her goal is to have Kawaki and make him fall in love with her, because it will be the only one of the things that will be natural. So, and then they like come together. They like, okay, they toast. Okay, it's like, it's nice to meet you. It's nice to meet you. And then in the chapter. Now, this is my thing. The two types of hearts that she can't control. That's the first thing to flag me. Blood relatives and Atsuki. Okay. With that being said, I believe that Ida was Amato's daughter. The one that died 12 years ago, and then her body got remodeled and all of that. That's what I believe. And I think that Ida does not know that that's her father. I believe that was clear foreshadowing, and I believe that it will come out maybe when she gets a chance to engage him. But I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to say that she's going to kill him, and as blood is spilling out of his mouth, she'll find out why she couldn't control his heart, and that's the father. That's one scenario. So my scenario is like, she ambush him and then she find out that she couldn't take his heart, or they ambush him, she find out she can't take his heart, and then she has a change of heart. That's the other route. That's what I think. But Code did mention that he could take out, you know, Naruto and everybody else in his current state. But if he unlocks the rest of his power, then it will be like, it's a pushover. It's like comparing climbing up a hill to stepping over a log. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, I want it to be where it's like, I'm not even breaking a sweat. It'll be no problem if I get my power unlocked. But that's my predictions on what I think will be the case with Ida. I think it was a good chapter, even though it was more information. I get it. You're starting to build another character to try to push the story. But I think Code is going to be extremely OP because he got that ability where those straps come out and then he just like, he'll stick his finger in his hand and then it come out somewhere else. Like real crazy stuff, you know, crazy strong. So as well as her ability, she can see everything and hear everything in real time. That's just insane. That's like Professor X that's like Professor X without having Cerebro. You know what I'm saying? You can just hear and see everything. But yeah, good chapter. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Let me know if you think my prediction's right or wrong, or do you have your own predictions as to what you think is going to happen. And I appreciate everyone for stopping by, listening to the content, watching the content, and I will see you in the next video.